So you want to politic some more about fitness, huh? Okay. I'll teach you some training methods, right? So when you're training today, you want to focus on your presence, right? You want to build that up. With this, when you walk into a room, everybody will notice something. People already notice something off of your presence anyway. The only difference is you haven't been training it, right? So now how do you train your presence, right? There's a couple ways to do it. The first way is through meditation. What you do is you sit there in the lotus position. And it doesn't matter how you really sit unless you know the science of mudras, which I'll tell you the science of mudras later. Really what you want to do is you want to focus on the subtle energies around your body. What color is it? Can you even sense that? Do you know the metaphysics behind the colors? If you don't, it's a Google away. You should look it up, right? What's another way you can train your presence, right? What you want to do is, say you're hitting squats, right? You want to focus on your feet, right? You want to start with, how do your bones feel? How do the veins feel? How does the blood rushing through your feet feel? How does your skin feel? Now take it outside of that. How do the subtle energies around your feet feel? How do the subtle energies raising up your legs feel? Are you working inside or are you working outside? It'd be better to do it outside, where you can absorb the photon energies coming from the sun. What are photon energies? It's basically just light, right? Why do I use scientific terms? Because if I tell you to look at the sun and sun gaze, you're going to call me crazy. But if I tell you that you absorb light particles known as photons all throughout your entire body without even looking at the sun, that gives you something else. You're like, oh, really, if you looked it up in the first place, you'd figure it out. I'm not going to build on that. Not only can you absorb the photons from the sun, say you have your shoes off in the ground, in the grass. It's a technique called grounding. What's crazy is, when you were growing up, they made grounding seem like a bad thing. When you get in trouble, what do? They ground you. Well, when you're in trouble in life, what do? You need to be grounded, right? So how do you ground yourself? This is something druids use. This is techniques that some green witches use. You just take your shoes and your socks off and you put the soles of your feet on the grass. You feel the earth, and the earth is alive. The earth has an energy, it has a presence, right? You allow your presence to become one with the earth's presence, because your body came from the earth to begin with. You may not be from the earth, but your body is. So tune your body to the earth, right? How do you grow your presence? This is how you grow your presence, right? Visualization techniques. What are visualization techniques? Visualization techniques are something simple as, if I were to put my hand like this, you would visualize a ball right there. Not only would you be able to see the ball, especially if you give it a color, your hand will feel sensations right there. That is a simple technique. I'll build on that technique later if you wish. Where am I at, you may ask? I'm always on my job. Get to training.